And what better way to have your empanadas than with a nice pumpkin latte? And I also like to have these in the fall season. Basically what I do for this is I get some sweet condensed milk and put it in my French press. Just like this. And then I add just a little bit of half and half. And then I have leftover pumpkin from the empanadas. So I'm just going to get a spoonful and also add that in there. Put it in my Keurig with a coffee. And brew up the pumpkin, the half and half, and sweet condensed milk with some coffee, And then brewing some coffee and getting that nice and warmed up. Smells divine. And it's hard to do this one-handed, but what I'm going to do is get the French press and just start frothing my coffee. Just take this out. Yum. Looks divine, smells divine. And then I'm just going to pour that right in. Yummy. I just put together my headpiece for Halloween, and I'm going to be Medusa, and I needed like a nice base for my headpiece so that I could attach the snakes to my headpiece. So what I did to make this is I actually used these Scrubbing Buddies stainless steel scouring pads, and these you get at the dollar store. So I just picked up a few. There's 3 in one package, so that's kind of good because you don't have to buy as many. And then what I did is these kind of, you can separate them and then they look like, you know, little snakes or little tubes. Something like that. They stretch out farther, but I'm holding the camera and I can't really stretch them out to their fullest. But this is what they look like. And what I did to make the headpiece down at the bottom, I got a grocery bag and I bought this kind of tape right here. This is shipping tape. This is the reinforced strength, and it has the little ridges to it. And what I did is I covered my own head with the grocery bag so that I can measure it. Once I put the grocery bag over my head and shaped it to the desired length that I wanted, then I covered it with masking tape, the little portion of it. And let me turn this around so you all can see what I'm talking about here. Okay, so this is the grocery bag, and then I covered the entire thing with masking tape, and then just reinforced it with this, the shipping tape that I showed you earlier, and basically just covered all of that up. The little hat looked like I don't know what they call those little Jewish caps. That's what it looked like, and I wish I would have vlogged all this earlier. I didn't even think about it until once it was done. I thought, oh my gosh, I should have vlogged this so, you know, folks can see how I actually made this. But again, it looked like, you know, one of those little caps. And then I got some chicken wire that I purchased, a little piece of it, and I covered the entire little cap with it. And here you could see the wires that I have kind of pulled underneath. And then again, just taped inside. then once I had that wiring, it made it easier for me to initially attach these onto the wiring and just kind of shape the little scouring thingies into place every which way. I wanted to try to make them like snakes that are kind of piled up against each other like Medusa has. And once it got to the point where it just started building up, then I had to attach, I didn't have any more wire to attach them with, so at that point what I've been doing is I've just been attaching them by just sewing them up a little bit. Not all the way, but just kind of sewing so that it's at least in place. And I think it looks pretty good. I mean, the snakes aren't on there yet, and I have purchased some silver spray paint and some snakes from the dollar store. These are the snakes right here. And once I get those spray painted, I'm just going to go ahead and attach the snakes in different areas of the headpiece. And then also I forgot to let you know that I purchased this little tiara at the dollar store as well, and just added that onto there. So that is my headpiece. I know it looks kind of funky right now because you haven't actually seen it all come together, but anyway, that's the best I could do for Medusa, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so I spray painted these snakes, and as you can see, they're cut in half and spray painted. And I have them in front of this fire hoping that they'll dry very quickly because it's been raining. It's pouring rain today, and I don't know if these are going to dry in time, so I just this is how I decided to dry them, and hopefully they'll dry fairly quickly. So it's done. This is the Medusa headpiece that I made, and I have attached the snakes to the headpiece like that. And so it should be good to go, and can't wait to see how the whole thing comes together. Well, I'm finished with the black streamers that I did, and what I basically did here was I purchased regular streamers at the dollar store, and then I just went on each side and just started ripping, making these little tears, and it gave this effect here. I don't know if you could see that on camera, but it gave a real pretty effect, and makes it look really spooky. And so I just have them, you know, draped all along the wall there. Alright, so this is the food table, and I haven't really put anything out yet just because it's still early, but I wanted to give you just a quick peek just in case I'm not able to film it, or if I forget. I do that. I get caught up sometimes with my events. But this is something that I made. I actually I bought that skull, but then I added the beads there to it. They're not beads, but jewels. I added some jewels to the eye, a portion of the eye. And then here I just made just I don't know what you would call that, a little collar of some sort with some material that I purchased at the yardage store, and I just pleated it and sewed it. This is actually what it looks like there. That's what I did. I gathered it all together, and I just set this right on top. And behind there are just lanterns that I picked up at one of the craft stores. And another one there with a witch and some trees. And these are napkins that say trick or treat. And then over here, name your poison. And then I have my silverware in these cups, but I love these cups. I'll show you. They are owls, and I absolutely love owls. So I have these and just some little appetizers that I'm serving like I do every year. These are charger plates that have a nice embroidered look to them. And then right on top I've just set some plates. And that's where my little finger foods are going to go. And then these are silver bowls I picked up at the dollar store. And I'm going to put stuff in there as well, like, you know, caramel corn, things of that sort. So just wanted to give you a quick look at the table, and then I'll do another, I'll film once I've put out my food and whatnot, so you can see that as well. Cakes are done, and it's just a basic yellow cake with chocolate frosting and candied pecans. And then I added some spiders and little spooky spider decor. And then here I just made some mock s'mores or whatnot. They are graham crackers, chocolate covered graham crackers. They're cookies. And then what I did was I melted the bottoms of the marshmallows so that they would stick to the chocolate with the heat. And so they are stuck on there, and then I just toasted up the tops to make them look like s'mores. So I just wanted to quickly show you the table. There's just a few snacks, nothing big this year, but I have the lanterns back there that I showed you, and I lit them up because it's turned dark. So you see the silverware back there that I showed you earlier, and the Name Your Poison and Trick or Treat napkins, my centerpiece that I made, and just a few little goodies here, crackers and cheese, some caramel corn, spring rolls. These are the s'mores, little something or other that I put together. This is a dip, and then what I did is I just put a skeleton in there, and this is just linguiça that I cooked and put in there, and cupcakes. So this is Eamon, my son, and tell him what you are, son. You're what? Scream? Ooh, you look spooky. Really scary. So he's enjoying some of the snacks. I'm gonna take him around the neighborhood to go trick-or-treating. And this is my son's pumpkin. I just wanted to show you all. There's a skeleton in there, and it looks like he's incarcerated or in jail or something like that. And just thought I'd show him to you. it's time to say goodbye to Halloween. Goodbye October, hello November. Getting started on packing all my Halloween stuff and getting my November decor up. So I'm going to go ahead and pack this stuff up now and then go down to the garage and get my November bins.